Hey guys, it's me, Jillian, and this week I am going to be talking about my top 10 scariest anime characters. Last week I talked about my top 10 most annoying, so I thought it would be appropriate for this to come out, because probably most of you would like to know who is the scariest of scary, in my opinion. So, as the rules imply, this is my list. And if you do not agree with the people I have chosen for top 10 of this list to be scary, tell me in your words, who is the scariest anime character to you? So, without further ado, let's get started. Number 10. Mayuri Kuretsuchi from Bleach. The reason why I chose this one out of any other Bleach character is because he is messed up in the head. He believes that he can experiment on almost anyone he gets in contact with, just so that he can, quote unquote, study their anatomy. I get that they're rolling out the whole mad scientist thing for this guy, but he's also part of the Soul Society, and he's a captain. It really boggles my mind. Every time I see him on screen, I just get so scared. I want to cuddle up in a blanket. It's so bad to the point where I try to skip episodes where he's in said episode because I can't look at his face. It's so terrifying. And it annoys the heck out of me, to be honest with you, that he has that one fingernail that's longer than the others. It's just like, can you cut your fingernail? It's like a claw. But all in all, Mayuri Kuretsuchi, you are the scariest character in Bleach I've ever seen. Okay, let's move on. Number 9. Nuraku from Inuyasha. Now, when you really think about it, I know Nuraku isn't the scariest character in Inuyasha, but to me, he's actually pretty scary. Not only does he take on many different demonic forms when he tries to reincarnate himself into a different form, he can be freaking scary. And even most likely disgusting, depending on what you think. But on all honesty, guys, I know it's lame that I think Nuraku is scary, but he will go to great lengths to kill any who stands in his way. And I know he was that bandit. I can't remember the name of who he originally was, but I know he was a bandit. And he couldn't move for such and such time, and he fell in love with Kikyo. And he literally sold his body to thousands of demons just to get with this one woman. That's how scary it is. Alright, I guess I'll stop with the petty details and get to the next one. Number 8. Hirochimaru from Naruto and Naruto Shippuden. Okay. I know my last one wasn't as good, and this one's probably better, but I just want to point this out. Does anyone else get scared when Hirochimaru is on screen? Yeah, that's what I thought. Anyways, so, Hirochimaru, scary as fucking hell, because first of all, I know he wants to control most of the human race by taking over their bodies, which is totally disgusting, by the way. And his ideals of actually doing that is actually experimenting with new jutsu on the human body. Yeah. I probably wouldn't trust this guy either if I got an offer to be with him. So, I know Sasuke didn't make the right decision when he went off with Orochimaru, because even though he knew that Hirochimaru would take over his body, he still planned to run away from the village to actually exact his revenge on Itachi. But whenever Orochimaru is on screen, I'm just like, damn, this guy's freaking freaky. So, yeah. Orochimaru, you scare the crap out of me. Okay, moving on. Number 7. Megumi Shizumo from Shiki. Okay, I know at first she wasn't that scary of a character because she was human, but after she turned into a vampire, she was freaking nuts and really, really creepy. Not to say that the other vampires in this series aren't as creepy as her, but she would go full out of her way to kill anyone she needed to kill when she was told to. And that alone makes it so much scarier to think about. Now, I'm gonna say this. I never liked Megumi. Never have, never will. Because of not only when she was human, and she was freakishly obnoxious, and she was self-absorbed, she hated everything about the village she lived in. Once she got bit, I was just like, well, damn. I did not know this would happen. So, yeah. Megumi, you're scary as hell. Okay, moving on. Number 6. Ryuk from Death Note. Okay, I know. He's technically a monster just like the last one. But hear me out. Most of these characters are actually monsters. But, the reason why I think Ryuk is really, really scary is because of this reason. He's a freaking Shinigami. Okay, not all Shikigami are actually that scary. I mean, for example, Bleach. Most Bleach Shinigami aren't that scary. Obviously, the only one that actually terrifies me is Mayoru Kuretsuchi. But in reality, the Shinigami in this world are freaking terrifying looking. And Ryuk is no exception. He practically let his Death Note go into the human world, let it drop, and let a human find it. And here's his reason why he did it. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready for the ginormous climactic reason why Ryuk dropped his Death Note to let a mere human get in contact with it? Okay, this is gonna blow your mind. He was bored. He was freaking bored. Yeah, that's his reason. He was bored, and he literally almost let the fate of the entire world go into the clutches of an evil mastermind. I mean, yeah, it entertained him, but, you know, that's his only reason why he let Light Yagami, mastermind criminal of possibly the entire universe, get a hold of the most powerful and dangerous weapon or thing in the universe because he was bored. That's it. Yeah. Now you should be terrified and screaming. Okay, next one. Number 5. Yote from Nabari no Hoi. Okay. I know he doesn't look that scary right now, but trust me, I will explain why he's on this list. First of all, I just want to point out that he does have a very tragic past, and that in the entire thing, I was so saddened every minute when his body weakened because he used a very dangerous technique called the Kira technique. I think it's called that, yeah. So, the reason why Yote is scary is because if you piss him off, he will literally use his cure technique on you, and it'll shatter your bones from the inside out. Yeah. So, if you ever cross this guy, I highly doubt you run. Run as far as you can, and don't look back. That's how bad it is. Now, for those of you asking, yes, I do kind of ship Yote and Miharu together. It's kind of obvious that they would be together, even though show never got into that point of them actually being gay for each other. But yes, I do ship them. Alright, moving on. Number 4. Rina from Higurashi. Oh my god. I mean, seriously, I can't not put her on this list. As far as any other character goes from Higurashi, she's one of the scariest characters out of any of them. I know that one of the twins is probably more scary than her, but as far as quality yanderes go, she's freaking scary. Like, she will not hesitate to chop off your head if she wants to chop off your head. Now, I haven't really watched Higurashi in a while now, because I've only watched probably the first season of it. But as far as I can tell, it scares the crap out of me. And Rena gave me nightmares for weeks. That's how freaking bad it is. She's one of those characters that has a flip-flop personality, which is, the relative term, is, yanderes. But I don't think she's interested in the main male character, so. Anyways. So, Rina, yeah, if you ever see her in a back alley, you should run. You should literally run away and never return to the village they live in. Okay, moving on. Number 3. Mao from Code Geass. Please, if this character were possibly real and you were living in this world, again, run. Run for your life and never return. Never look back. Never try to think about this character ever again, because he's that freaking terrifying. Okay. The thing is with Mao is that he has the Geass power that can read minds. And if he reads your mind, you're pretty much screwed. So if you ever come up against this guy, you're screwed for life. And he is like so crazy and so terrifying. Whenever I saw him, I was just like, holy crap, this guy is freaking terrifying. Even more terrifying than Lelouch. Okay, let's move on to number 2. Number 2. Dr. Stein from Soul Eater. Now, I know we have 2 mad scientists on here, but the thing is, there's a reason. Whereas Mayuri Kuisuji is insane in his own way, Dr. Stein takes his insanity to a whole new level in an attempt to actually really kill you. I mean, Mayuri does try to kill you as well, but he also goes as far as to actually put you on a medical table and experiment on you just for the fun of it. I know there are similar personalities between Mayuri and Dr. Stein, but as far as I'm concerned, I think Dr. Stein is more terrifying. That's just my opinion. So, let's get on to the number 1, okay? Alright, so you may be wondering, who could possibly be more scary than any of these characters in complete existence? Well, let me just say, it's someone that I really couldn't stand when he got killed by her. And yes, it's a her. Alright, let's get this done. my number one most scariest anime character is Gasai from Mirai Nikki. Okay, please say I'm a loser, I'm the most pathetic person in the world, but I swear to you that Gasai is probably the most terrifying character in Mirai Nikki or in the anime universe ever. For this reason. Okay, you ready for the reason? You ready for the reason? Okay, we all know she's a yandere, but she is also obsessed with Yuki Teromana. That's basically the definition of a yandere. A yandere is a crazy girl who's obsessed with one character. And she had to be obsessed with Yuki. So she goes out of her way to psychologically convince herself that Yuki will never abandon her and that they'll be together forever. And plus the fact, her freaking personality flip-flops 180 every single time. One minute she can be a sweet, innocent girl. The next minute she could be a psycho killer out to get you. Yeah, that's how bad it is. Alright, so, Gasai, everyone. My number one scariest anime character of all time. Okay, this is Jillian, and I love you guys, and keep on rocking. Okay, bye!